does Daerma want to do?
He wants to undo his lichdom, and he wants to bring Marcus back.
Roll a
So,
d20.
17.
You bypass the traps of Strahd's treasury, and you find the sword that Xanther was speaking of. The sword only has one wish left. What wish do you make? You can only undo one of them. You can either bring Marcus back, maybe, or you can undo the lichdom that you swore with the Xanther.
Powers of Zin, gods of the world, I wished for this former champion and leader and founder of our group to be restored back to life so that he may continue to live his after his untimely death.
You say this maybe in the church. You contemplate it for a while. You have the sword in your hands. You see the sun shining through the stained glass now. The chapel of Ravenloft is cobwebbed, ruined and decrepit. You say the wish, the sword's magic is released. The sword is basically, the luck sword is now worthless. Its magic gone. Out of the stained glass, though, you see a shining light. Marcus rolls a d20 to determine how he comes back to life.
A nice average 9.
Oh.
That's good. I want that.
Just kind of
Okay,
middle of the
okay.
I
road, I
expected
guess.
a 1. I expected a 1.
Just like the
okay.
death save or whatever we rolled to originally try to bring him back.
I expected a 1. I was like, nope, it didn't work after all. Wish
You
failed.
see, like, you're like in this holy place, Daerma, and Marcus, out of a shining light, you see the god of travels bring Marcus' soul back. He frowns at you in his shining armor. He lifts his helm up. You guys can see his picture on World Anvil. His bald head, though. He looks at you, the god. He says, "This will be the last time you undo the god's will." And he walks, similar to Irina, back into the light. But Marcus is there, confused and bewildered.
I give him one last smirk. I give the god one last smirk.
Yeah, you already defeated one god, right? And Marcus is there, naked and confused.
So wakes, he shakes his head off, and then he looks at everyone and is like, I saw that all from a distance as I was moving closer to the place beyond where no one could return. I saw Lice fall with me, but thankfully she got out of there before I did. But the gods, the Watchers, told me that there was something terrible beyond Strahd. I'm so glad you guys found it, because Bull was actually the one behind all of it. I tried to give you guys a warning in the crypts, but I couldn't quite see what happened, but someone stabbed me in the head with a blade, and I vanished. Daerma. You can see, like, as he's talking, the blood's like starting to slowly, like, kind of like come back into his veins, and he's going from like kind of a really pale, like deathly white, back to like a normal color. And then he grabs somebody's clothes and wraps it around his body. And he says, "Oh my God, Jews, finally alive and well. I knew that Strahd took her over. I'm so happy for all of you. You did what I couldn't do." And he holds his sister. Thank you.
Awesome.
Found her for you, bud.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You brought us together.